Hello and welcome back to another Anime vs. Master Duel. We're going to be going through the card by card of the great deck that Dark Yugi uses against his Yugi Kaiba's strongest opponent yet, Diamond, his old man who taught him how to play games. It's a really good episode 20 of the season 0. I highly recommend it. Just old man, more machine than man. He likes oranges and he plays a mean game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's really all about Kaiba's backstory, so that's why I'm recommending it. Alright, let's go through the card by card. I'm going to just, if a substitution is made, I'm going to call out that substitution, and if it shows up in the episode, I'm going to give a little bit of, reason, or if it's a new card. If it's a new card from the episode. If it shows up in the episode, it was from previous, blah. Unless it's like a super cool, combo that was done with it. Alright. Going through the card by card, we have Skull Servant playing himself. We've got Dancing Elf playing Ghost. We've got Unicycular standing for Rock Gun. We have Mushroom Man playing himself. We got Basic Insect standing in for Stick Bug. We've got Curtain of the Dark Ones standing in for Dark Mammoth. We have Kageningen standing in for Night Soldier. We have a new card, Archfiend Mammoth of Nefariousness, standing in for Big Tree. It has the same type. Is it type? No, attribute. It has the same attribute of Earth, and it's got a very similar stat line, but it's not a plant. Which would have been important for this episode, but not that as so important for this deck. Next up we have Kagemusha of the Blue Flame. That's standing in for Chimera. Next we got a Meda Bat. That is standing in for Black Scorpion. We have a new one, Mammoth Graveyard, standing in for King Rex. Which is not twin-headed King Rex, which is the massive 1600 attacker. King Rex is just 1200 attack, and yeah, so Earth Dinosaur 1200 attack. Obvious substitution. Next up, we have Silver Fang standing in for Death Wolf. We've got Dark King of the Abyss standing in for this bald tattooed man. We've got Petit Angel standing in for Angel. The Furious Sea King standing in for Half Fish Man. We have Ray and Temperature standing in for a white card. We have Mystic Elf. We're still playing 2 Mystic Elves because, sometimes setting a 2000 defender is we can do a funny with that. Next up, we've got Blackland Fire Dragon. Yep, is Blackland Fire Dragon. Next up, we've got Battle Ox. Standing in for Battle Ox or Minotaurus, which actually shows up. It's not just a Kaiba card. Yugi uses it as well. Next up, we got Beaver Warrior, standing in for Shadow Man. Next up, we got Koumori Dragon. He's playing himself. We've got Sleeping Lion, standing in for Sleeping Worm. We've got Fairy's Gift, standing in for this is a new card, King Beetle. Which is a light insect with 1400 attack. This is light fairy with, oh wait, not a fairy, you would think. Light spellcaster with 1400 attack. Next up we've got Girochin Kuwagata. Yep. Standing in for Iron Beetle. We've got Hercules Beetle standing in for Stag Beetle. We've got Snail standing in for Bolt Escargot. Other way around, Bolt Escargot standing in for Snail. Trent standing in for some plant tree guy. We've got Jax Knight standing in for Neo Knight. I forgot to put this back into the deck because this was stolen for one duel, but it was given back to Yugi. So, whoops! One of the previous decks should have had Jax Knight. So, oops. Oh well. Not 1 out of 40. We could just say I never would have drawn it anyway. wouldn't have changed the outcome of any duel I played, really. If you've watched the tapes. Next up we got Summon Skull, which is he's a big boy. This is like our win condition. 2500 attack. If we can just have a 2500 attacker, and now even more attack soon. That's the only thing we can do is have a 2500 attacker. So gotta play as many 2500 attackers as we possibly can. Yeah, even though it's really bad to put all these tribute monsters in. Next up we got Dark Magician. This is playing Dark Magician, but there's another Dark Magician, and this one is standing in for Violent Hecate, which is another 2500 attack, level 7 spellcaster monster. So yeah, and the other Dark Magician in Yugi's deck is only a 2000 attack spellcaster monster. So really, Violent Hecate is the Dark Magician of Season 0. Next up we have Hinotama playing Sunspell. We have Aurora being played by Acid Rain. We have Monster Reborn, the best card in the deck. The winning card in this one. I'll get the last card in the combo, and then I'll explain the combo that wins the duel for Yugi. We have Silent Doom standing in for Clock card. All right, so we have Monster Reborn. Should explain the other card. This is Elf's Light standing in for Flute of Light. So the winning combo is Monster Reborn targeting a light monster in the opponent's graveyard, equipping it with Elf's Light, and beating over the final monster. That was how Yugi won the duel. That's how we're gonna do it as well. Hopefully, maybe, who knows. Next up we got Steel Shell standing in for Helmet, and lastly our first trap. This is Blast with Chain standing in for Miraculous Water. Now, what makes Miraculous Water, what does Miraculous Water do? It flips up, it destroys a monster on the field, and it also raises a plant-type monster's attack by 500. So, this kind of does that. It raises any monster's attack by 500, so slightly better. And if it's destroyed, it'll destroy a card in the field. So it kind of fits that. There's another card that like raises an attack by 800, and you can like send it to the grave to like destroy it. I'll show it on the screen. It's like a Dragon Nails or something like that. It did too much, I feel like. Also, it doesn't have that old card feel, you know. And also, another one would be Sakuratsu Armor might be another one, because that's kind of how it was used in the anime. It was just like he attacked and he's like, oh, you attacked me, I flipped this up and I've destroyed 2 of your monsters. And Sakuratsu Armor, if you attack them, you destroy 1 monster. Kind of. This this Blast with Chain kind of works the best, because it does the stat boost and it kind of does the destruction maybe. So that's why I went with it. All right. That is it. See you next time for the actual duels.